How's it going, everybody? My name's Dave Whipple and you're watching Cheap Wheels. So your car won't start, or it'll start fine and then you're going down the road and it just wants to die. Maybe it doesn't want to charge correctly. Could be a million things, but it could be this easy. Oh, look at that beauty. In case you're wondering what the heck you're seeing, it's the positive battery terminal of this battery. And it is just a corroded, disgusting, filthy mess. So what's really going on here? Well, I've been told, whether it's correct or not, that the acidic gas that's down here in your actual battery can seep around the connection where the lead post comes out of the plastic top of the battery. Makes sense. That acidic gas seeping through there, it hits that lead, it just starts corroding the lead. Maybe that's the whole story, maybe it's not. Either way, it's very common to find a battery that looks just like this. The good news is anybody can clean a battery like this with basically any number of things that are laying around the house. Today we're going to take a look at 3 different ways to clean a terminal like this and get it back into service. Stay tuned. Now, one of the first things we could use that everyone has is just an old-fashioned wire brush. Now, I don't think I have to tell anybody that you don't want to breathe this stuff. It is basically lead rust, and it can't be good for you in any way whatsoever. Wow. Once you start knocking that corrosion off, it's just going to become airborne. You don't want to breathe it because obviously it's not good to breathe. But truthfully, the corrosion on the outside of the terminal is not really the issue. The problem generally manifests itself in the connection between the battery terminal clamp and the post. Let's start right here with this negative battery terminal. Keep in mind that of the 2 terminals, this one is the better of the 2. Now what we're going to use on this one is we're going to use the old industry standby. This is a battery terminal cleaner. It has a brush for cleaning the inside of the terminal clamp, and it's got an internal wire brush for cleaning the post. If you just want to buy one tool for cleaning off a battery, this would be the one that you want. That internal brush is going to clean this post. You can turn it whichever way you'd like. Wow, look at that. Now that's quite an improvement in just a second or two. Now we're going to take the brush end, we're going to clean the inside of this clamp. Best place to do this is outside. Make sure whichever way the dust is floating, it's not floating directly at you. Now the inside of that clamp is better. It's not perfect, but it's way better. You have exposed metal. That oxidization has been taken off the outside. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the positive clamp, clean that all up, get it back in order. Wow, this thing is bad. Wow, that's gross. Now, we could just clean that with our battery terminal cleaner. It'd be just as easy as anything. But in the event that you don't have one, look at that. That is a disgusting battery terminal. Now what should be done here is we should just replace this terminal. A terminal like this is $2 or $3, maybe $5 at the absolute most. It's not that much money. They're easy to find, they're easy to replace. But let's just say that you're not going to replace it, you're going to have to use it. You don't have a choice in this matter. So we're going to clean this one up. Get a good hold of that terminal with a good set of pliers. We're just going to start cleaning that oxidization, that corrosion off of it. We're just going to take the bolt out and we're going to clean that up the best we can too, because what good is the bolt if it doesn't work? So there's our terminal, there's our bolt. Now of course no surface on a terminal like this is as important as the bore where the post is going to go through. So we're just going to take our sandpaper, roll it up tight, get it inside that bore, and we're just going to, basically we're going to do the same thing that the tool does. But this is what you can do if you don't have a tool. Another thing you can do is take a large screwdriver like so. Wrap that sandpaper around the shaft of the screwdriver. And then you can slide your terminal on there and work it just as if it was a rat tail file. This is quicker. And it does allow you to put more pressure on that inside. Now the same thing goes for this terminal. We could clean this off with a wire brush. We could clean this off with our battery cleaning tool. Or if it just so happens you don't have either one of those handy, how about a strip of sandpaper? Just a strip of emery cloth sandpaper. Cloth sandpaper being the key. You can do it with paper too, it's just not going to hold up as well. Now this is like a 60 or an 80 grit, and with a coarse grit like this, it's only going to take just a second or two. And that terminal is going to be nice and shiny. That thing looks about brand new. Now this particular terminal was corroded enough that if I would not have taken care of it, it would have been a problem. Very soon probably. Because there is no way a terminal can be that corroded and continue to pass electricity in a healthy manner. Wouldn't have been too long and there would have been a problem with that. Whether the vehicle didn't want to start, or it didn't want to charge correctly, or it wanted to die going down the road, or any number of things. This is the heart of the car's electrical system. This connection between this and that. Every single electrical connection in your car, every accessory, every component, whether it's your radio or your heater blower motor, your windshield washers, whatever it is, every single connection depends on this connection and this connection being nice and clean and doing their job correctly. Now there's lots of places in a car or truck where you can find corrosion on a connection and that thing won't work right. Everything from relays to fuel pump connectors, headlight bulb connectors, everything can get corroded and fail to work. But if these two connections get corroded and stop working, everything quits. So whether your car or truck is giving you fits or you just want to stay ahead of the curve, take 15 minutes and go clean your battery terminals. You'll be glad you did. Thank you guys so much for watching Cheap Wheels. My name's Dave Whipple. Keep your junk on the road. See you soon.